Okay, tell us just one more time, what year was this car purchased by you guys?
It was purchased in August or January of 1968.
1968, wow. You guys owned it all the way up until 2024.
Yep.
Amazing. Okay, we're here in Pacific Grove, California to look at a very special bug. I'll leave it to the previous owner to tell you all about it. It's right over here.
Hello.
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Hi, how are you? How's it going?
It's good.
Years ago, I went and got its birth certificate.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Sent off from Germany.
So that's our daughter and son-in-law.
Oh, wow,
Picture
what
through
a-
the Volkswagen.
What a photo.
Picture was taken.
Combination?
No, it was in Carmel to the front of the
Wow.
venue.
And here's the two set of keys.
And I don't know, he may want this or not.
I'm not sure how much gas is left in
To check the tank.
the lever down there.
So tell us, how long have you owned it for?
Well, like the story, I don't do the math, but I bought it when I was 23 and I sold it when I was 78.
Wow. What dealership was it that you bought it
It
at?
was called Ghent Motors in Salinas.
Okay.
They haven't been there for years. I paid $460 for it, $460. My dad was a General Motors guy, a Pontiac man, always bought Pontiacs. I come home with that Volkswagen and he says, son, you're never gonna get your money out of that car. 78.
Well, you had it before you were married.
Yep, we did.
So you find the car before you find your wife.
No, actually, I found her and decided I needed a different car.
Okay.
Interesting.
That's been a lot of fun.
We took it skiing. We lived in Sacramento. We got married, went to school in Sacramento. So there were skis coming out of the roof.
Oh,
no,
wow.
you had a,
There was a ski rack on the back.
See the-
you know.
On our honeymoon, we went all the way up to Victoria, Canada.
Really? You drove it to Victoria?
Yeah.
Wow.
And each one of our 4 kids had a time.
Each one put their thumbprint on it someplace.
It hasn't let us down. Whenever we needed a second car.
I
Well,
was
they
gonna
got
get
the
the
Volkswagen.
paint.
How often do you guys have the Rag-Top open?
Not too often in Pacific Grove.
That,
Almost every time he would drive it,
Yeah.
he would.
he's still guy,
That's why I have all these skin cancers on my head.
yeah.
But I'm glad to know it's in good hands. Somebody that really cares about the
Yeah.
car.
Well, thank you so much for letting us have it.
God moment.
I like your story. You came 10 years ago, and
Yeah.
see,
Just curious.
curious to see what.
Somewhere in must have known our daughter needed it in her wedding, so
Was.
it wasn't meant to be sold back then.
Absolutely.
If you wouldn't mind getting one more picture
Yeah,
of
of
us
course.
in it,
No problem.
and
You guys could even drive it out if you want.
then I have no how.
There you go.
What year was this car purchased by you guys?
It was purchased in August or January of 1968.
1968. Wow. Okay, so you had a lot of memories with this car since 1968. What was your top 2 favorite memories? Okay, so you had a lot of memories with this car since 1968. What was your top 2 favorite memories?
Well, driving it from Sacramento up to Tahoe with my parents following behind, because driving up the mountain, it goes so slow and they're kind of waiting.
Yeah.
And then going down the mountain, it would go so fast. So my father, when we got up to where we were staying at Tahoe, just say, how do you drive that car that does not go
That's funny.
normal speed? There's that one, and probably my well, I'll get to it. Yeah, having it restored for our daughter's wedding, and her wanting it, they had to drive her up to the venue for the wedding in it. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Again, thank you guys very much.
Hey,
It was meant to be.
Almost brought it to you and didn't even realize it.
Exactly.
Enjoy, and we'll tell the kids they can stop by there
And check it out
say goodbye.
at any time. Okay, this has got to be one of the most unique 58 bugs you will find on the market today. So this car was purchased by a guy in Pacific Grove, California in 1968. He bought the car before he was married. He is about 75 years old now, and he's going on his 55th anniversary. So the car comes with a lot of very useful documentation, and it's also in phenomenal shape. He restored it partially for his daughter's wedding a few years back, so that's why it's nice and clean and sort of redone, but it does keep a lot of its original integrity, and you guys will see that throughout this video. The floor pans, the car, very, very minimal rust to no rust. It's got surface rust, that's pretty much all you're gonna find, but I'll be showing you every inch of the car so you guys can see it for yourself. I love this color. It's the original color, and I do have the build sheet. It's called Silver Green. And the car's in very good shape. Not concourse winner, but daily driver, above daily driver. That's where I would categorize it right here. Tires are in great shape. The body's in excellent shape. No sign of any major accidents, and you'll see that here in this video. So this car is actually European. It came from Germany, and it came to the States when it was about almost new. It was a guy in the military. That's who brought it here to California, and then it's been here in California all of its life. The guy we bought it from is technically the second owner because he bought it in 1968. So before that, this guy owned it for about 10 years. But it is a Euro spec. It does have the European options like the semaphores on the side. Those were disconnected, but the solenoids are still there. And I can't tell you how many people he said asked him just for the solenoids inside, because it does have the solenoids. It's still a 6-volt, so someone can always hook them back up. I might do that. I'm not sure. If I have the right guy for it, I'll try to get that done before anyone buys it, because I love to get them working myself. If not, as of now, they're sold as not working, but with the solenoids. And these things, as you know, pop up and pop down. I absolutely love this color, guys, and the shape of this car is just beautiful. I don't often see this color. It's like silver green. It's on the build sheet. That's the original color. Original tires, original hubcaps. It's really nice. Rag-Top is excellent, like new. Interior is beautiful. I like how they kept some of it original and some of it that was needed. They've done through the years, but I love how there's no rust in these crucial areas like the A-pillar and the heater channels. This car really never had any major rust, and that's what I really like. The floors, the headliner's all original material. It's beautiful, and it looks good underneath that Rag-Top. I'll show you guys that also here in a bit. But it keeps a lot of its original integrity while also being mildly restored to some extent. So as you see, that carpeting looks mostly original. No rust in these areas. The seats have been recovered through the years, but they look great. Again, you're not going to Pebble Beach and winning a show, but you're gonna have a very, very nice driver that you can just get into and enjoy and not have to do very much work to at all. We'll have this out shortly so you guys can see underneath it. Okay, now I have the rag top closed so you guys can see the material. Again, what a beautiful car. Rag top opens and closes perfectly. No issues with that. Okay, let's fire it up. This car runs and drives like a top. Sure, it's in neutral there. Even when it's cold, the first or second crank, it fires right up. It's the original setup, original fuel pump, original 36 horsepower engine, original carburetor setup, original intake. Everything on this car is pretty stock when it comes to the drivetrain, to our knowledge. But you can always ask a VW guy, get a second opinion. But in my opinion, with my knowledge, it's all pretty much stock here. Okay. Now we're in the hood. Let's show you guys underneath this front trunk. Stock gas tank, very clean under here. The lid doesn't look like it's busted up, and it's got all the spot welds too, so no sign of it being hit or anything here. Nice original rim, spare tire. Let's take this off and show you guys underneath here. Okay, now I have the cover off of it. This is the original material. The installation that they put on is still there and preserved, which is amazing. VIN number's intact right there. The nose looks clean. No sign of any accidents here. You guys can be the judge of that too. No crunching on the sides. And no rust issues. That's the original paint right there as well. This car really runs and drives excellent. You can drive it anywhere you want to go. To my knowledge, everything works. This is a retro radio, so it's like a classic looking one that is Bluetooth and whatnot. It hasn't been hooked up. I have the box for it with the wiring instructions, but you still have to hook up the radio if you want that. Besides that, runs great, shifts through all the gears beautifully. It is a blast to drive. And an eye catcher. Everywhere you go, everyone's giving you thumbs up and reminiscing about how they had a VW Bug before. Also very nice with the Rag-Top. I'm starting to like the Rag-Tops more than convertibles. Okay, let's check out these floors, which are very solid, by the way. Beautiful tires. Nothing really concerning here. It's all in pretty excellent condition to me. Okay, here are the floors. So very solid floors, very solid engine, transmission, new tires, everything looks nice, sound. No sign of accidents here, as you can see. The floors have never been chopped up or replaced. Those are the original floors, which is amazing. That's what you get when you buy California cars, just very solid. You don't got to worry about, you know, patches or rust. There's some minor surface rust, as you'll see here. Nothing really concerning or notable. Same on this side. These are typical corrosion areas, very solid. This is all just really surface. There's nothing major, nothing serious, or nothing that needs immediate attention. Again, no sign of accidents on this side either. Very solid. New tires. So he has 40 years worth of, or 50 years worth of service records. Unfortunately, he's still writing everything down, so I don't have all the paperwork yet. You probably won't see him until after you buy him, and I'm gonna have to ship him back to you because he's out of the state right now. He went on vacation or something. This is what was in the glove box. You got the original build sheet. He took it to a little car show in Pacific Grove. I don't know if this was the dealership he bought it at. I'm not sure. Owner's manuals, books, etc. But that's what I have for now. There's 40 years of records coming, but I don't have them yet.